It's a good question from our buddy Striker31. He goes on to say that he feels as if he's too passive. His attitude is too passive, and it makes him an agreeable person. You know, he never really asserts himself or says no or denies anyone. So a lot of people like him because of this, but he is coming to see how this creates a lack of respect for himself personally and from other people. He ties some of his creative abilities to this idea that he's more passive, or what he calls passive feminine. And he's wondering how he should go about asserting himself better, building better self-esteem, and also wondering if that's going to, detract from his ability to be creative. So I want to attack that one first. No, it's not going to detract from your ability to be creative at all. In fact, I think you are going to be more creative when you give yourself permission to do and to be all that is happening inside you. And that only happens. The only way that you'll have the time to even allow yourself, once given that permission, is by learning to say no. No is the very first ego assertion that a human being develops from the time they're a child. Oftentimes it's the very first word that babies begin uttering, which is no, 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 no. When you assert no, you're not only just putting up a clear boundary between yourself, the violation of yourself, and the expectations that other people set upon you, but you're also saying yes to a far greater and bigger reality, which is that which is happening inside you. So when you have retained your yes, you'll have more energy, you'll have more conviction, you'll have more time available to you to develop your creativity. You will be a stronger version of yourself by not letting people take advantage of you. The way this happens, because right now you're personally identified with being a spineless doormat. People like me. They like me because they can push me around. That's really why they like you. They're not going to like when you start saying no. You're probably going to have to create an entire new group of friends. The people who are used to the doormat don't like it when the doormat gets up and brushes itself off and says, "Stop stepping on me," because now they can't wipe their feet on it, right? What good is a doormat that asserts itself? You're a doormat for a lot of these people. They don't like you, they're using you. And it might not necessarily be in a utilitarian fashion, squeezing the juice out of you, but they know they can push you around. They know that you're not an obstacle. And in that same way that you don't create barriers and they can push you around, and you do end up doing things that you don't want to do, or yielding to demands, or just taking shit that you shouldn't have to take, you are saying no to the greater essence that's within you. As a creative individual, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've got to practice this because it doesn't come naturally to you right now. So there's going to be some cognitive dissonance, but you will need to have to practice saying no, and you could start small. When you're walking through the street and someone has one of these, they want you to sign, I forget what they call it, but basically, I don't know, people are always asking you for shit in the street. Sign this so that kitties could have homes, or sign this so that the mayor can stop taking homeless people off the street. Whatever the case may be. I forget what they call those. Petitions, right? That's just a simple one anyway. Say no. No. I mean, it could be completely logical. There's no reason. Why wouldn't you want to sign this? I don't want to. And it's because now you're developing, you're strengthening your ability to assert your groundedness. You're saying yes to yourself every time you say no to someone else. It could be very simple. It's as simple as signing a petition, but start to practice it in other areas of your life. Someone asks you, "Hey, can you give me a ride downtown for blah, 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 blah?" "No, I'm sorry, I can't." You don't even owe an explanation. We don't owe anybody an explanation for anything. "No, I'm sorry, I can't. Maybe next time." right? And you could rationalize, because you probably have through years and years of being stepped on, why you should probably say yes. What's the big deal? It's only going to take 5 minutes. Who cares? It's not about the thing. It's about you practicing your ability to say no. You've got to practice this, because you will go through your life and you will have relationships and you will be in jobs and you will deal with people to the day you die that are not going to respect you. They're going to step on you. They're going to wipe their feet on you, and you are going to feel like shit. You will never be the strongest version of yourself if you don't create boundaries through which people shouldn't pass. Good luck.